Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lizzie, and for today's video, as you read from the title, we're doing another ranking video, and for this one, I'm going to be ranking y'all's favorite horror films. So I posted on Instagram and here on YouTube in my community section asking you guys what your favorite horror films are. So I am going off of what you all provided me, and I'm really super excited, also a little bit nervous to be doing this. So we'll just see how it pans out. So of course, I have the good old Photoshop pulled up. The bottom one is where it says NS, it just means never seen. So if there's any films on this, I don't think there's like one actually that I ended up with that I've never seen. So I guess that's good, but we're just gonna go ahead and jump on into it. And these are just my own personal opinions. This does not mean that any of these films are bad or good or whatever. It's just my own personal opinion. So let's go ahead and get into it. First film that we have is brought to us by Limey Play, and they said that there is American Werewolf in London. I love this movie as well. I saw it for the first time when I did 101 Days. I have a signed picture for it in the background of my other videos when I'm filming in my actual general filming area. So if you watch other videos, you can see it. So I love this one as well. So go ahead and put this one up there. Photoshop changed some stuff. I'm still trying to figure out the new layout. They took away a thing, and it's been pretty fucking annoying because of that. So still figuring stuff out. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this one in the A section. Even though I love it dearly, I wouldn't say it's necessarily God tier, but it's up there. And then we have Dawn of the Dead. It's another one that I believe I watched for 101 Days. Another pretty good film. I like this one. I think I liked it maybe more than the other ones in the franchise, but it's been a minute, so I don't really recall. But I do know that I liked this film. I'm not a big fan of zombie films. If you've been here for a while, you know that. But it's still really good. I'm gonna put it in B. I wouldn't necessarily say it's an A-level film for me, though. Next one is The Descent. Now, this one I actually watched as another series on my channel where I review horror films requested by friends. Lee from Drum Dums requested this one, and I liked it. I thought it was a good film. Not necessarily a favorite. I have to admit I haven't watched it since. And even though I like it, I think it's a pretty decent film. I'm gonna put it in D. Oh, and I apologize. I already messed up. So Dawn of the Dead was mentioned by Horror Helper, and The Descent was mentioned by D. Carter on Instagram. Most of these are off of YouTube, and I'm going to try to keep remembering to mention who said what. So, next one is another classic film, and that is The Exorcist. I've talked about this movie before on my channel. I have odd relationships with this one. Not an absolute favorite, but I have come to appreciate it a little bit more over the years. I know a lot of people love this movie. It was, let's see, it was actually the horror miser Monty G. If you know who he is, check out his channel. But he said The Exorcist, enough said. Sorry, Monty, it's not my favorite. I'm glad that it is yours, but we're gonna put it in a middle area. I think it's a good film. It's just, again, not my absolute favorite film of all time. And I think that it can tend to be, overhyped. Now, the next one is the inside, the French version, because there is an American remake. Now, I do think I've actually seen the American remake. I know there's like 2 different films. There's the inside, and then there's another one that has like a similar kind of story. I think they're both somewhat based off of a true event. I'm pretty sure I saw the remake of Inside, like the American version, but I have not seen the French version. And this one would be Annabelle Roman's favorite film, and unfortunately I have yet to see this. I tried to find it, I think initially, when I could only find the American version, unfortunately. So this one's gonna have to go on the bottom there, under the never seen department. Now the next one, y'all got me with this one because I love this film. This was Eric Golden's favorite film, A Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm sure plenty of you can relate to. And this one, of course, is gonna go up there in God tier. If you watched where I ranked the films from the 90s, I put Wes Craven's New Nightmare up in God tier, so of course the original has to go up there as well. Such a good film. Next one is Paranormal Activity. This is another film that I've also reviewed. I'm going through the series. I really need to finish. I know I've watched, I want to say, up until maybe like the 5th one, so I've got some to go. But Justin Dixon mentioned Paranormal Activity. I'm going to assume you're just talking about the original first one. Not original, but the first one. I liked it. I thought it was a good film. Paranormal films, not usually my jam. I thought it was okay. So I'm put it in E though, because I just thought it was that level. Okay. Now the next one is The Evil Dead, brought to us by Zach Hates. He said The Evil Dead, so I'm assuming he meant the original and not Evil Dead the remake. I have to agree, this is a fantastic film, so this one is going to go up here in our A-level tier as well. So we're adding some more. Now the next one is brought to us by Kelly Berry. She said that she loves The Conjuring 2, but Tale of Two Sisters is another one. I've not seen The Conjuring 2. I guess I could have done both of these, but I just went with The Tale of Two Sisters. I have seen this one. This was another one that I believe was done for 101 days. And some of you are not going to agree with me. Yeah, didn't mean to do that. And I apologize, Kelly, if you've seen my review of this one. Was not a big fan. And I understand it. I can respect it. I did not love this one. I don't necessarily want to put it in F, because it wasn't the worst film to ever exist. But we're going to put it in E, because I think it was an E-level film. Now, the last 2 films are actually brought to us by Ghoul World Order. I apologize, I almost missed your comment. They also mentioned the original Dawn of the Dead as well. They really categorized this. They said, filmed in Pittsburgh is Dawn of the Dead. Favorite foreign is The Wicker Man, the original. And favorite of all time, House of a Thousand Corpses. So let's start with their favorite of all time, House of a Thousand Corpses, and this one might surprise some of you if you've been here for a long time. Maybe not, I don't know, depends on which videos of mine you have seen or missed. I have mentioned plenty of times on this channel that I'm not the biggest fan of Rob Zombie's films. Love his music, not really a big fan of his films, but I watched House of a Thousand Corpses, and I surprisingly really enjoyed this film a lot more than I thought it would. A lot more than I thought I would. So I'm actually gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put this one in the middle area because I still don't absolutely love it, but liked it a lot more than I thought I would. I think it's a good middle ground film. And then they said, of course, The Wicker Man, another one that I watched for 101 days, and I believe at the time I really liked it, or at least somewhat liked it. I remember parts of it, obviously. I think it's a pretty memorable film. I think it's hard to not remember parts of this. But as far as whether or not I loved the film, that I don't really recall. Which I think can say a lot about a film when you don't really remember how you felt about it. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put it here. I've only ever seen the original. I've not seen the Nicolas Cage remake, but I'm gonna put it there because I remember at least somewhat, I think, that I enjoyed it, but I don't really recall. So there we go. That is me rating y'all's favorite horror films. Also, I think the door might have opened. Cat came in, so before anybody gets spooked, I have cats, remember, so if doors open, if things move in the background, it's likely a cat. But yeah, there we go. I hope that you guys did enjoy this. I hope that didn't offend any of you and that you're okay with this and happy with it. I hope to do this again. Feel free to comment more movies down below and I will definitely do this again. I love doing these ranking videos. If you guys have any other ideas for ranking videos you want me to do, let me know those as well. If you did enjoy this, please do give it a big old thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button for more horror-related content. Before I go, a quick shout out to my Patreons. Thank you guys so much for helping to contribute to the channel. If you'd like to help support a small channel like mine and know what benefits you receive from becoming a Patreon, there is a link in the description below along with all of my social media. And I'll see you guys again later with another video. Bye!